Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy. This is a couple days after we have made it back from Texas on our trip to go check on our homeboy out in the San Antonio area. It was a trip that I'm glad that we made, but one that I wish we hadn't had to do. You know, you kind of lose track of your good friends until people start to get sick and everything. So we just made a trek out to San Antonio real quick to check on one of our dearest friends. And so I hope y'all enjoy the trip.
Bye.
All right, Facebook and YouTube fam, we are starting our Thanksgiving thankful road trip out to San Antonio, Texas to go check on a couple of our military friends that we haven't seen in a while. So we are leaving Dublin, Georgia. It's about 1:15, and so we're gonna head out, going out through Columbus down to Montgomery, and then we'll head from Montgomery down to Interstate 10. So we're currently sitting at 98% state of charge, and the guessometer says that we have about 313 miles of range, which we know that that's not going to be the case. So we're looking at our first charging stop according to the route planner right now, which will be 4 hours and 13 minutes, and 258 miles away. So, my love, what are you looking at today for this trip? What you thinking?
I'm just trying to see how it does on the route planning like it did on the way to South Carolina, if it does any better. I'm trying to see if the range is anywhere close to what the car thinks it will get based on the mileage or how fast we go with the drive. And comfortability also is a thing for me, which is why I brought all the extra cover for my soreness in my back. With that being said, I can't wait for the ride. Right. I'm glad you're driving, though. I'm glad you're driving.
All right. Well, right now, just as we're getting started, we're averaging about 2.5 kilowatts per miles per kilowatt hour. So we have a 102-hour battery pack. Oh, I'm sorry, 107-hour battery pack. So we should easily get 220 something, 230 miles, which should put us, if not in Montgomery, it should put us almost into Montgomery, Alabama. So we will catch up with you a little bit later and let you know how we're doing on the efficiency. All right, YouTube, so we have made it to Montgomery, Alabama, our first stop on our trip to San Antonio, Texas, for the Thanksgiving break. That That level we covered about 230 miles, and so let's see what our charging looks like. So we are charging at 175 kilowatts, and we're at 16%. And so we're gonna run in and use the restroom. It says we'll be here 40 minutes to get to 80%. So we're gonna run in and use the restroom real quick, and we'll come back out and see what we got going on. All right, so we've been charging for about 15 minutes now. Like I said, that first leg was 229 miles. We got here with 16% state of charge left. So right now we are charging at, it's pinging between 112 and 114 and quickly going down. So we're gonna see what's up here for a few minutes, and see if we can get that charging to go back up a little bit. But at any rate, let's see what the next leg holds for us. So we are at the Tesla supercharger here in the Winn-Dixie parking lot in Montgomery, Alabama. If I had to give this supercharger a rating, I would give it probably a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's close to the interstate, but there's really nothing here, and the charging is really slow. So we're at 51%, but we're only charging at 72 kilowatts. That's not very good. So it still says that we have about 25 minutes before we get to leave. So I am going to run over to Subway, grab something to eat, and by the time I get back, we should probably be ready to go. All right, so we're back on the road now after about 45 minutes of going to Winn-Dixie and charging and Subway. So now, wifey is under the wheel, so she's gonna take the next little bit down to Saraland, Alabama, which is right on the border of Alabama and Mississippi. So let's get at it. And just like that, we are in Saraland, Alabama, which is right on the border of Mississippi and Alabama. So that part of our trip was a little over 200 miles, and we have reached here with 13% state of charge. So let's take a look and see what we got going. It's like the newer version 3s, I believe it is. And so we are charging at 178 kilowatts, 179 kilowatts. So we did a good preconditioning coming in. So it says that we'll be at 40% we'll be at 80% in 40 minutes. But it's getting pretty close to time for us to stop for the night. So we may or may not be there. So be here that long. So I am going to do some looking around and see where we're going to stay tonight. All right, so here we are in Saraland, Mississippi, Saraland, Alabama, just outside of the Alabama-Mississippi border. We're stopping at the new Super Tesla chargers there. There's 12 of them here. So I definitely give this location a much better rating than I gave the last one. It's right off the interstate. You got your stuff? Your stuff's not ready yet. Your stuff's not ready yet.
She said you walked over.
No, I didn't. I paid for it. I ain't got your pizza. So yeah, so wifey wanted to stop and get some Godfather's pizza while we're charging up. But anyway, we're gonna be here. It says 40 minutes to get to 80%. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna go to 80 or not. Probably will. I think I'm feeling pretty good. I can do another probably 2 or 3 hours on this trip before we get ready to lay it down for the night. I just don't want to be on the road too late and miss out on getting a room. So let's get in and see what we're looking at for as the charging is concerned. We've only been here for about 10 minutes and we've already went up to 38%. So we went from about 20 something miles up to 109. As you can see, we're gaining 400 miles an hour 25 minutes before we get to 80%. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's go Universal City, Texas. Let's go there. Okay. Alright, so let's look here. Alright, so it says we've got 3 Bolts Bridge, Louisiana. No, I don't want to go that far. So let's see here. No, Iberia, no, Baton Rouge, no, Slidell. Let's see. Hey Google, how far is it from here to Slidell, Louisiana?
If you drive, Slidell is 105 miles away.
Okay, yeah, so we can definitely make that. So we're gonna go to Slidell, Louisiana. All right, yep, so we're gonna go to Slidell, Louisiana. So we'll get back with you in a minute. Let me look and see what kind of hotels are there, and we'll plot our next course, see how much longer we're going to stay here. All right, so we have figured out our game plan for tonight. We're going to stop in Slidell, Louisiana for the night at a townhomes suites by Marriott. So it'll take us about an hour and a half to get there. It's 102 miles, so we're gonna make this quick jump. So we're gonna go ahead and unplug now and get on the road. And just like that, we have made it to our stop for the night. We are at a town place suites by Marriott in Slidell, Louisiana. So we've covered approximately half of our trip. We've done about 510 miles, and to this point we are averaging about 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is pretty good considering we've been carrying speeds on the interstate. And so yeah, so it was a pretty good trip today. So we're gonna go in, get us a good night's sleep, get up in the morning at whatever time we get up, and then we will head on out. So how was the ride for you today, love?
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that we're here and it didn't take that long. But we still have a long ways to go tomorrow.
Yeah, we got about 5 hours. Let's see exactly.
And we
what
still
do
have
we
one
have.
more charge tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we have at least
2 more charges.
Yeah, at least
Count
that.
in the morning, then right before we get to where we need to be, we have to stop and charge for 30 minutes, I think. So that's what's on the route. And I'm glad.
So it says we've got
That's
8 hours left tomorrow. So yeah, so that'll be that'd be cool. So 8 hours. Got a couple of charging stops. It would have been better if we would have been able to find a place here in town that had level 2 charges here at the property, but
and considering that Mr. King here passed a Buc-ee's that had probably level 2 and level 3 charging. Yeah, he kept on booking.
I'm sure we'll catch a Buc-ee's tomorrow. The one that the bearded Tesla guy always catches out in other side of Houston. So there's a couple of Buc-ee's we'll be going through in Texas tomorrow, home of Buc-ee's in the first place. So, all right. So until then, we'll catch you in the morning.
Bye. Peace.
All right. Good morning, YouTube. Well, it's Sunday morning here in Slidell, Louisiana, at the townhome suites. So my wife is still sleeping, so I'm gonna run and top us off for some electrons. I'm gonna go and top us off, get us ready for the last part of this trip. There's a Tesla supercharger about 7 miles from here in Pearl River, Louisiana. So I'm gonna run up there and top us off. We're at about 40% state of charge. So since I'm up, got a few minutes, I've gotten up, said my prayers, go top off for a little bit. When I come back, I'll probably hit the gym for a little bit, get some breakfast, and then we will get on the road. All right, so once again, we are here at the Pearl River off of Pump Slow Road. Tesla supercharger. Looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pumps here. I'm the only one here, so I'm doing fairly well. And so we're getting 175 kilowatts, which is pretty good considering that the car has been sitting all night and we only had about 5 minutes to pre-charge on the way over here. So let's take a look and see what we're getting. We're currently at 36%, getting 168, 170 kilowatts. So that's going to slowly ramp its way down since we'll be here for about 25 minutes to get to 80%. All right, YouTube. So we are finally up and at it this morning on our thankful trip to Texas. So we've got about 7 hours of driving. I'm not sure how many stops we're going to have to make. I think we're going to have to make probably 2 because we're going to be carrying some good speeds, because once you get into Texas, the speed limit is 75. So if you drive at 75, everybody's going to be running you over. So on our way out, I had to stop by and get my little pick-me-up, little yellow bull. Feel free to sponsor it anytime. What's up, my love?
Good morning, my king. Excuse me for not having on any makeup, but Torrance is always putting the light on me when I would not like him to.
So we are on our way out to Texas. Go check on our homeboy. Sit with him and his wife for a day or 2, and then we'll hit Houston on the way back. And then on the way back, we will stop back in Louisiana.
In half a mile, use the left lane to take the I-12 west exit toward Hammond.
I got my golf clubs with me so I can go ahead and knock Louisiana off of my 50 states that I'm trying to play, and that'll take me up to state 36. So means I only have 14 states left. Then we get to go over
Use the left lane to take the I-12 West
You didn't say
exit.
anything. Wait a minute, turn the camera on me so I can say that. You didn't say anything about
In a
going
quarter mile,
overseas.
slide
Am I
left
going
onto the
on these
I-12
overseas
West
trips?
ramp to
'Cause I don't
Hammond.
hear nothing about taking your wives with you. It's always a guy's trip. We going on a guy's trip. Do 50 states. And then you fly in, do a
Slide
golf
left
course
onto the
there.
I-12 West ramp.
And then you do another one.
Continue
and then
for
you
86
drive
miles.
almost close to where you're going to be at and stay for the night. And get up the next morning and do another golf course.
That's a lot of logistical stuff that has to be worked out there with that one. So the answer
I
is,
better be going overseas since I have a passport, so I can spend my money on some shoes and some bags and some made clothes that are cheaper over there than here and bring them back. Being made personally tailored to you instead of you buying off the rack where stuff doesn't fit in the right spots. Hip, hip. Like, let me get a little hip thrust when I do that. Fit in the right spots. Well, good morning.
one thing at a time.
Good morning to you.
So now, like I said, we are currently leaving Slidell. So we're going to hit Interstate 12 in about 50 miles, 70 miles, somewhere around there. We'll be back on Interstate 10. So for now, we're going to munch some traffic. Yesterday, we averaged about 2.4 kilowatts, miles per kilowatt. So today, we're going to see if we can get 2.5, 2.4, somewhere around there.
Hopefully 2.7.
Like I said the other day, it's probably going to be a little harder to make that because we're going to be running higher speeds. So we're probably going to be 77, 80 all day today.
What about the wind?
When I looked at the
Wind
wind
or
app, when I
miles?
looked at the wind app this morning, it wasn't a whole lot of wind. So wind shouldn't be a factor. It's just going to be the fact that we're running 77, 80 miles an hour all day going into Texas.
What about elevation?
Elevation is about steady. We're only going up 200 feet.
And going down a lot of, no.
Total elevation between here and San Antonio is 200 feet. Because we're almost in New Orleans, and New Orleans is sea level.
So with that being said, pretty flat all the way around, all the way to our destination. With that being said, we're not going to get a lot of regen in the car, in the engine. So just think about that while you're doing your trip. So when you have to do all those charging stops, which by the way, I should say, the hotel that we stayed at last night, the Town Place Suites, didn't have an EV charger, although Torrance did get up this morning and go charge a car because there was one right around the corner. So we got up and charged at a level 3 this morning. Getting it in, taking all 200 kilowatts this thing could take. So can't get any better than that. Good morning to you, Facebook fam and all YouTubers.
Oh God, this is.
All right, so we are here in Bull Bricks, Louisiana.
It is Bow Bricks.
Bow Bricks is how it's spelled. So we're here in Louisiana at Electrify America. We're at Walmart. We're at a 150 stall because the 300 ones are taken. So Electrify America is doing pretty good. It's ramping up pretty good. So this one is actually faster than the Tesla chargers as far as what we're getting, because it's saying that it's only going to take us 25 minutes to get from 25% to 80%. So in whatever case, we're going to walk up here. I don't know about my queen here, but I have to go to the men's room. So we're going to go up here and take care of that, and then we'll come back and see where we're at and see how much longer we need to hang around. But this location here, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. You have a Walmart. You've got several eating places here that are all in walking distance. So we're going to charge, and then we'll stop for a minute. I'll go by one of these gas stations and clean off the windshield, see if I can't clean off some of these bugs off the front of the vehicle real quick. And so we'll get back at you later, but right now we're doing very well. We're at 157 kilowatts on a 150 kilowatt station, and we're charging at 40 cents a kilowatt. So that's very respectable. Thank you, Electrify America. Much better than the 56 cents a kilowatt that we've seen in other places that we've been. So in any case, we're gonna go in Walmart real quick, and we'll be back out in a bit.
In the city of Brobridge.
And just like that, we are finished with our charging here at the Walmart in Bow Bricks, Louisiana. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. But we're gonna go over here and clean off the windshield and try to see if I can get some of the bugs out the front, get some ice, and we're right back on the road.
Oh God, this is
All right, so we are here in Beaumont, Texas, and shopping center, hitting up the Tesla superchargers. We'll be here probably about 10 minutes, just enough to get us to Houston. We're gonna go to the Iona Rechargery. We're gonna look at that place. We've been seeing a lot about Iona on YouTube and stuff like that, so we're gonna try and go and look at it and see what's up for ourselves. So right now, while my wife is over in Subway getting her some sandwiches, I'm gonna walk over here to this golf academy and see what it looks like. You know, anytime I see something in golf, my interest is piqued. So we'll walk over here and see what it looks like. It's a Sunday afternoon, so they may not even be open. But other than that, you can see the little different things there. You got a tamales place, you got a marble slab, smoke signals, got some law offices, nail salons. So this place right here, as far as stop, probably 7.5 out of 10, just for the different stuff that you have. So looks like the golf academy is for members only, so it don't look like I'll get to go in there. So we was just walking by to see what it looks like. But yeah, so let's go over here and see if the donut place is open. I don't know if I'm gonna do the donut thing. My wife and I have been doing pretty good on this trip as far as healthy eating and snacks. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I got some pecans in the car that I can do. So let's walk over here and see where we're at charging. All right, so that last that last bit we did, we averaged about 2.4, so we're actually doing 2.4 all the way around. And it seems like when we kicked it into the sport mode, it didn't hurt our efficiency. So riding at those higher speeds, we're probably going to keep it in sport mode. But our next stop is going to be 85 miles away. So it says we are good to go to meet that time frame. So I'm going to let it go up to 50%. We are currently at 48%. So we'll be here another couple of minutes. Let's go up to 50%. Or whenever my wife finishes getting her Subway, we'll be ready to go. So let's look at the route here. Okay, so as you see there, 6215 Washington Ave is the Iona charging station in Houston, the rechargery. So we're going to stop there and get some more content. It'll be the first time we've ever been to an Iona. So it looks like we can leave at any point. So like I said, we'll get out of here once my wife finishes with her getting her Subway and using the restroom. So this was just a quick stop for us to use the restroom real quick. And as it's always been said, it's not, I didn't say it, but Kyle from Out of Spec always uses the term ABC, always be charging. So anytime that we stop, to use the bathroom, we try to make sure we stop around a charging stop. And so that last little bit from Louisiana into Texas took us about 2.5 hours or so. And so we were eating lunch and drinking sodas and stuff like that. So while I'm waiting on my wife, I'm gonna get the car cleaned out and then we'll be ready to go.
Oh God, this is...
We're here at the Iona charging station in Houston. We got one more stop before we reach San Antonio. So we are charging up here at about 170 kilowatts. Since we're going to be here another 25 minutes. So my wife walked over to, you can see it over there, Starbucks. And just with anything in Houston, you got shenanigans going on. This is actually a pretty good part of the city. You got bathrooms here that are kind of hard to get into. You got a Hummer EV pulling up. You got a EQS 450. You got some snacks there. And then right across the way over there, you have a Starbucks. So this location here probably gets, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. Not very well accessed off the interstate. You gotta come off the interstate, come down into downtown a little bit, but not a bad spot. You got some places to sit down and chill. You got some benches over here, and looks like the missus has come back from Starbucks, so it looks like she's got her a little something to sip on. So we're going to hang out for a couple more minutes. This is our first, like I said, Iona charging stop. Not bad, covered, plenty of light. I don't think Starbucks is open that long, but got to get this bathroom thing figured out. Trying to scan this thing to get into the bathroom is a little difficult.
That's when you told me you have to buy something. Just like every other stop. Starbucks has everything. Just like every stop that we've been at, that you have to buy something, go to these bathrooms.
So we're gonna hang out for a couple more minutes and then we'll be out of here. All right. right, so we've got about 5 minutes left on this charging station or charging session, and we are getting approximately 85 kilowatts at 211. So we've got about 5 minutes left. Okay, so we have made it to Seguin, Texas, which is about 20 miles short of where we'll be staying for the next couple of days. So we didn't need to stop for a charge, but we would be getting to our VRBO with about 10% state of charge. So I'm going to go ahead and stop and charge us up for a little bit, maybe about 10, 15 minutes or so. Just that so when we get there in the morning, the first thing that we have to do won't be to go and get a charge. So we are at Electrify America behind the La Quinta Inn. And it looks like they have 4 300, yeah, all of them are 350. So there's 4 350 watt chargers here. Says we could be here for 30 minutes to get to the full 180, but we're not, 80%, but we're not gonna do that. Like I said, I'm only gonna stay here maybe about 5 or 10 minutes just so that when we get to the residence that we're gonna be staying in tonight, that we'll have more than 10% state of charge when we get there. So hang out for a couple minutes, and then next stop you see will be at the Airbnb. Okay, so we have finished up our charge. We was here 10 minutes, and so when we get to the Airbnb, we'll get there with 32%, so we don't have to get up and be looking for a charging station first thing in the morning. So we're gonna ride on out to Live Oak, Texas, which is right outside of San Antonio.
Oh God, this is